we can verify whether or not the plot leak is real. What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching The Road to TF5. This is just web series we're talking about Transformers last night. This is episode number 94, and I want to say happy birthday to the Emerald Minecraft and also Joshua Varden. Happy birthday to all y'all. Hope you have a good one. Thank you for being part of the Ragin Nation. Now, we got a trailer coming out in 3 weeks, December 16th to be exact, and that is when Star Wars Rogue One, or Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, comes out. And that is really, really exciting because not only is it a highly anticipated film for 2016, but the first Transformers Last Night trailer is attached to Star Wars Rogue One. So I'm really, really pumped. For those watching Star Wars Rogue One, you're going to be able to see the Transformers Last Night trailer on the big screen. For those that are not watching Star Wars Rogue One, you will be able to see the trailer online in HD. And so this is something that we've been waiting for a very, very long time, especially since they announced it while they were filming, and they were filming all over the world. Everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but like in various parts of the world, and we've been seeing all that behind the scenes footage, and it's got us pumped. It's got us pumped because we've seen so much stuff, from new characters to really unique locations, and also lots and lots of explosions, car chases, car crashes, and just all kinds of action. So that's something that we're going to be able to see a glimpse of when the trailer comes out on December 16th. Now, that's 3 weeks from now. And you're probably thinking, what in the world are we going to do between now and the release of the trailer? Well, don't you worry, because the Ragin Nation has got you covered. Between now and the release of the trailer, up to the release of the film and beyond, there's plenty of great content on this channel, so make sure you stay subscribed because there's a lot to talk about. One of those things that we got to talk about, and what we're going to talk about in this episode, is the plot. Specifically, the plot leak. Now, the plot leak, if you don't already know, is something that was talked about in May or June. That's when JoBlo.com released the plot for Transformers Last Night, and it was leaked unofficially, obviously, and somebody on the inside leaked all these details, and it was revealed on JoBlo.com. But when it first came out, a lot of people were skeptical about it. And as a matter of fact, a lot of people were just saying that, oh, it's a rumor, it's confirmed to be fake. How could you possibly confirm any of that? You couldn't possibly confirm any of that. As a matter of fact, if anything, I think the inside scoopers from JoBlo.com are actually people who are working on the inside, and they're leaking information out to us. After all, I don't know if any of you guys remember when JoBlo.com released leaked plot details about Transformers Age of Extinction, it ended up being accurate. So I think there's a lot of legitimacy to the plot leak, and what we're going to do in this episode is that we are going to go through every little detail on this plot leak, and then we're going to verify its validity. Now that filming has wrapped up, and now that we've seen everything that they filmed, we can verify whether or not the plot leak is real. Now, if you don't know anything about the plot leak, then you're about to see a little bit of spoilers. But for those that have seen it, myself included, this is not spoilerish to me anymore because it doesn't give away specific plot points in the film. Well, I'm sure there's a little bit of things here and there, but it doesn't really give away anything really major, okay? So it's a very, very general plot leak, and we're going to verify the validity of it right now. Okay, so let's start off with the first paragraph, and that is, for starters, we already know Mark Wahlberg is back, in which we can confirm. True. How he plays into the story, we don't know, but his Kate Yeager is definitely in play here, as well as returning cast member Josh Duhamel as Lieutenant Colonel William Lennox. Also recently added is Anthony Hopkins, whose presence should make more sense with this scoop. True and true. Josh Duhamel is back. Anthony Hopkins does play a character in this film. So far, the first paragraph is 100% real. Next paragraph. The story for Transformers Last Night will involve Optimus Prime finding his home planet, Cybertron, now a dead planet, which he comes to find he was responsible for killing. That's something that happened in the grand finale of Transformers Dark to the Moon. the planet Cybertron is like devastated, and then Prime flies into outer space and he finds some knowledge from the creators. He finds a way to bring the planet back to life, but in order to do so, he needs to find an artifact. And of course, the artifact is on Earth. What is that artifact? Well, here's where things get weird. Now, there could be a number of things that could be the artifact. It could be Stonehenge, which we've seen. It could be the sword that Mark Wahlberg carries. It could be something inside that submarine, which Mark Wahlberg and Laura Haddock's character go down deep to find. So it could be any one of those things. Heck, it could even be some of that junk that is on that Junkion vehicle that we saw in Arizona. So the validity of that is still not 100%. It's not 100% per se, but it's definitely got some validity to it. So I'm going to go with true on that. Somehow the artifact ties into Merlin, the magician of King Arthur lore. Apparently the power of magic was given to Merlin by a transformer, and somehow the artifact ties into this. As far as what the artifact is, we can't say, but I wouldn't be surprised if it has something to do with the famed sword Excalibur. I mean, they did make sure to include a sword in the new logo, didn't they? That's right, they did include a sword in the new Transformers Last Night logo. And to top things off, we did see medieval townsfolk, and one of those is a bearded knight, and he happens to be carrying a thing, like a staff, like a Cybertronian staff. Could that be the artifact? And it is a staff that, I guess in their time, medieval times, would carry magic. After all, magic is the only scientific technology that they had back then. So, could it be that? I'm thinking that is the artifact, that is Merlin's staff, and Merlin's staff, while he claims it is magic, it is actually Cybertronian technology. Now, here's the rest of the paragraph. That's just speculation on my part, but it sounds reasonable. Of course, we've seen the effects of time travel in these films already and are aware of Transformers visiting Earth throughout the planet's existence, so that certainly fits with the universe they've created, and now it appears that the story will add British mythology to the narrative. Yes, British mythology is definitely in the narrative. After all, we've seen filming of medieval battle scenes, which is pretty much like a King Arthur and Excalibur thing going on. And to top things off, the formula of these films is something that happens in the past, whether it be something that happened in ancient Egypt during the I don't know what era that would be, and also the Jurassic Cretaceous era, one of those eras with dinosaurs in Transformers Age of Extinction, yeah, stuff that happens in history. In terms of new and returning Transformers, we can confirm that Bumblebee will return, this time in a leadership role while Optimus is off on his own mission, and also returning are Hound, Crosshairs, and Drift. The Autobots now settled on Earth are making their home in the Badlands of South Dakota, which will serve as their base of operations. They have been located in like a desert type of area in Arizona, and Bumblebee is there, Hound is there, Crosshair is there, Drift is there. Bumblebee has been leading the pack of Autobots as Optimus Prime has flown to outer space, and so yeah, it makes sense that he is the new leader. And to top things off, there were police cars that did say South Dakota on them. So it makes sense. I mean, a lot of this seems to be valid so far. Also returning are the Dinobots with the added addition of mini Dinobots. What those are or how they play out is unclear, but there you go. Now, Mark Wahlberg did mention the Dinobots are back, and it makes sense because in Age of Extinction, Dinobots didn't die. And also, he mentioned the addition of mini Dinobots. This is something he mentioned on a live transmission, live broadcast on Facebook Live video. So these are all true. And mini Dinobots are actually a concept that was made for Transformers Age of Extinction and didn't get used. So therefore, in Transformers Last Night, they're going to take an unused concept and use it in this new film. So, all that, 100% real. There will be 3 new Transformers as well, including some with English origins, which is likely where Anthony Hopkins will come into play. One such character is called the Creator, which is said to have ties to the origins of the Transformers. A Transformer with an English accent named Cogman, whose alt mode is an Aston Martin, will appear, as well as a Transformers named Squeaks, whose alt mode is a Vespa. Squeaks is real. Vespa alt mode, real. Aston Martin is real. A Transformer with an English accent named Cogman. Well, there is an Aston Martin, and it's a character, or rather it's a vehicle that only appears in the London scene, so English Autobot makes sense, alright? There is a character called the Creator. Yes, there is a character called the Creator. It's a character that was suggested, or rather was hinted at the end of Transformers Age of Extinction. Therefore, the suggestion of his existence carried over to Transformers Last Night. This is the character that Optimus Prime flown to find, because he has words for him. And I'm just thinking that if the Creator is a character in Transformers Last Night, he's either going to be mentioned, or he is that thing in the bottom of the ocean. Maybe he's dormant. Maybe he's just sleeping in sleep mode. You know what I'm saying? And then he gets awakened. Maybe he's one of the creators, or he is the creator. I don't know. But anyways, there you have it. Oh, yes. And, of course, Anthony Hopkins will come into play. And he says there will be new Transformers as well, including some with English origins. We've already seen the Aston Martin. We've seen the... what's that other vehicle? That red one that they're calling the Lady, the McLaren, and I guess that's all I got so far. But Anthony Hopkins coming into play. All the scenes take place in the UK, all in England, so it makes sense that his character has to do with a lot of the Transformers that have English origins. So I'm gonna go with that is 90% real. Except for I really don't know where the Creator comes into play. But for the most part, it's pretty much real. Moving on to the last paragraph. In addition, as has already been confirmed, the main villain is again Megatron, who will be back in full form with an alt mode of a jet fighter. That's 50% confirmed. Megatron is back. We just don't know his alt mode. It says here it's his alt mode. His alt mode is a jet fighter, but we physically have not seen that yet. And there you have it. That's it. So I'm going to go with this plot leak as being real. I have a feeling that whoever leaked this information, he's somebody on the inside, and he's able to find out all this information and is able to get away with it. And there you have it. I believe that a lot of this information is real. I don't think that he give out information which some of it is real and some of it's not. I think that most of it is real, if not all. So there you have it. That's the plot leak, and that's the general idea of what we got for the plot of Transformers Last Night. And it seems pretty exciting to me. I'm looking forward to it, and it's definitely going to be very, very different from what we're used to in terms of story. Now, as for the direction, it is Michael Bay. It's going to be quite formulaic. We're going to see a lot of things that we've seen before, but he still is able to bring us some pretty crazy reaction that's going to make us all go nuts. So that's expected. But anyways, that's pretty much the end of the episode. But one thing we haven't done in a long time is do a Ragin Nation VIP giveaway. And I got some prizes for a Ragin Nation member, a lucky Ragin Nation member, which I'm going to randomly draw at the end of this video. First of all, I gotta let you know what the prize is. This is my very last set of Western Star goodies. So first of all, we got the Western Star lanyard. You can put your keys on here, and you could even replace your Ragin Nation VIP badge with this lanyard. Okay. Next, we have this little Western Star backpack. Here we go. Check it out. Serious Trucks. Okay, it's got a zipper on it. Very nice. And also, the best part of it all, an official Transformers Age of Extinction Western Star baseball cap. It's got the Optimus Prime Flames, Western Star logo on the front, and also it's got an Autobot logo, and it just looks really, really good. So this is my final set, and it's going to go to a lucky Ragin Nation member, and we are going to draw a lucky Ragin Nation member right now. I usually like to go to this website called randomizer.org, and it is able to give us a result, okay, of a bunch of numbers that I put from 1 to 194, because there's 194 Ragin Nation members, VIP members rather, and we're gonna see what we get. And it's gonna go with who do we have here? We have number 176. Number 176, Owen Brown. All right. Ragin Nation VIP member number 176. That would be Owen Brown. Message me, raginnation@gmail.com. Claim your prize. This is heading straight to you. And congratulations. Now we're going to do more prize giveaways for Ragin Nation VIP members and also for subscribers. Now, of course, the prizes for the Ragin Nation VIP members will be, you know, substantially more substantial, but still, prize giveaways are still happening, and I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Why don't you hit that subscribe button at the end of this video and then show me some support. And to top things off, I'm going to find out a way to give do a prize giveaway for one of you guys. I'm going to do something really, really fun. It's going to be interactive. It might involve you having to do something, but you don't have to be a Ragin Nation VIP member to get a prize. And on the next video, I'll announce what that prize is. We're gonna have prize giveaways for all members of the Ragin Nation, and or rather accessible to all members of the Ragin Nation. And there you have it. Oh, by the way, if you don't know what a Ragin Nation VIP member is, basically there is a purchase link for you to purchase the badge, and then it is an exclusive badge. And I'm gonna write you a message here, a personal message. I'm gonna sign it, and also it is numbered right here, okay? So, there you have it. That's all I gotta say in this video. What do you guys think about the plot so far? You've seen the plot leak, so what do you guys think about that plot? I think it's very, very interesting, and I'd like to know your thoughts about it, and, do you think it sounds silly? I don't think it sounds silly at all. After all, it is basically a live-action interpretation of a G1 episode, and I think that if you enjoyed G1, I'd be curious to see what they can do with it in a live action. So there you have it. That's all I got to say in this episode. Make sure you stay tuned. There's a lot to talk about, and we're gonna anticipate and count down to the release of the trailer. So there you have it. That's all I got to say in this video. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace. Movie in the world to shoot IMAX 3D, and the 3D is awesome. I believe him. I believe the 3D is going to be awesome. After all, they're using state-of-the-art 3D